Imagine this, venturing into the familiar soundscapes of your everyday life to experience what you have so many times already in a new way. Your daily drive commute, your morning routine, Sunday service, all of those usually quiet but not so quiet moments that we live through. What exactly is it that it causes us to be so inclined to drowning out the sound that surrounds us? Familiarity. What I am familiar with or think I am familiar with, I will ignore. This morning after my workout, I sat down on my porch to think about what would be fun for me to create. And I immediately thought about how God tells us to acknowledge him in all our ways. And I started to let my mind wander on that. And as I sat down on the porch, I realized that acknowledging God in all our ways has to be an extremely intentional act. It isn't something we can do by mistake, and it isn't something that we can easily overlook. Sitting on my porch, I could hear and see many things. I spend a lot of time on this porch, either doing an outdoor workout or creating content. And yet today, as I sat, I heard planes flying by, the birds chirping all around me, insects buzzing around, cars driving by on the main road next to me, the train passing by in the distance, garbage trucks passing by, and I realized that there's a lot of activity going on around me. And there's usually only one of two modes that I have interacted with these sounds in the past. Number one, completely ignoring it because I'm used to it. Familiarity, like I said before, will just make you be oblivious to what is going on around you because you are focused on where you are going rather than where you are. And the second, annoyance, when I am trying to accomplish something and the noise is getting in the way. Airplanes flying by when I'm recording audio. You can't believe how many times this has happened to me. I want to get something done and my environment is getting in my way. Well, today I accessed the third. And it reminded me a lot of acknowledging God in all my ways because I needed to slow down. I needed to listen. I needed to observe. I needed to let my environment interact with me and simply be without me trying to force an outcome or change. I listened to what was going on. Are you listening to what God is doing in your life? I watched as things happened and unfolded naturally. Are you aware that God is moving in your life? I opened myself up to what would happen because I knew I had no control. Are you content with what God is doing in this season? I found joy and peace in slowing down. Is God's presence enough for you to want to seek him? Today I ask you, are you too busy, too familiar with your life, thinking that you know exactly where everything is going to go or not going to go? That you are missing God in the tiny spaces of beautiful sound and color as he creates the canvas of art he brushes on, called your life. Acknowledging God in all your ways was not meant to be a pain for you, but a beautiful decision of slowing down to experience God's art in your life, in pain, in joy, and in victory.